The woman threw the last bit of food to the mouse in the corner because when she was about to starve, it led her to find food to replenish her strength. After eating and drinking her fill, the woman noticed there was a finger spinner in the box, and then absent-mindedly began spinning it with her hand. However, just as the top stopped spinning, the woman seemed to come up with an idea. She hurriedly looked up at the air conditioning unit, and a bold idea came to her mind. First, she forcefully pulled the iron rod off the shelf, then slowly inserted it into the fan guard of the air conditioning unit. With great effort, she jumped into the protective cover and quickly pried it off. Then she grabbed the iron rod, aimed at the rapidly spinning fan, and after adjusting her mindset, she firmly held the rod and inserted it inside. In the next moment, unexpectedly, she was violently flung away. The tremendous impact caused the woman unbearable pain, while the fan continued to spin at high speed. Seeing the temperature inside the cold storage drop further, the woman felt an unprecedented sense of despair. Yet, when she saw the little mouse still struggling to hold on, she couldn't bear it and immediately placed it in her bosom so it wouldn't die from the cold. However, just as the woman was on the verge of freezing to death, she unexpectedly felt a lighter inside her backpack. Instantly, she saw a glimmer of hope and quickly lit it. It was just a tiny flame, but it brought her warmth. Then she lit her university acceptance letter and threw all her textbooks onto the fire. Although it temporarily alleviated her cold, the limited space quickly filled with thick smoke from the burning embers. The woman immediately started coughing and had difficulty breathing, realizing that if she didn't extinguish the fire soon, she would undoubtedly suffocate from lack of oxygen. Then the woman hurriedly used cardboard to put out the fire, and the cold air instantly surged into her fragile body. However, at that moment, she suddenly noticed on a small burnt page a poster for an ice cave, sparking an unexpected idea. She immediately started moving boxes in the ice storage and, through continuous effort, quickly built a temporary shelter. Although it couldn't be completely airtight, it could at least block the cold wind to the greatest extent possible. Then the woman crawled in, sealed it with cardboard, and lit the lighter, giving herself hope to hold on. Unexpectedly, the fuel in the lighter was depleted in no time. As a result, the woman fainted in the extremely cold environment. She had no idea how much time had passed. When she finally woke up dragging her stiff body, she saw the little white mouse that had been hanging on with her lying motionless outside. She intended to check on it, but to her surprise, she couldn't lift her arm. It was then she realized that the temperature in the ice house must be several degrees below zero. Otherwise, there was no way her arm could have frozen into immobility in the blink of an eye. To save her life, she endured the pain and pulled, finally managing to free her arm. The moment she touched the little white mouse, she realized it had already become completely rigid. Its hope had completely vanished in the northwest.
The battered woman could no longer hold on and fainted again.
In the critical moment, fortunately, her father arrived in time and opened the steel door of the freezer, allowing the woman to survive by a hair's breadth.